Hello, hello, my YouTube friends. This is the ambassador coming to you once again. We have a very, very good subject today. And it's really an enlightening subject because a lot of people do not understand what is going on in today's time. So the subject is, why is there Chinese troops and UN troops and sleeper cells in America? Oh yes, people, they are here. So what is the reasoning for that? So let's try to get into it a little deeper. They're here. So why are they here? That is the really big question. Why are they here? Now, if it had been me running things, people from countries that hate us, they would never come into this country. But I don't understand what's going on. All I know is that what is happening in Washington is the beginning stages of civil war. Yes, people, we are in the first stages of a civil war between the Dems and the Repubs. That's what's happening. So, just to let you know, there is no way that we're going to get Medicare for all, which is what even now Elizabeth Warren is talking about, Bernie Sanders. It sounds good, but it's not feasible. And they're going to be fought tooth and nail. Because why? Because for one thing, we're already $23 trillion in debt. That's one thing. And the other thing is, that would be socialism. Now, a lot of people need health care. I understand that. Everyone needs health care. But that is a part of socialism that entraps and controls. So when the Vietnam War was over, there were 350,000 vets in the 70s, 80s, and probably 90s who were living in the hills of California. They had nothing when they came back from the war. They didn't have a place to stay. They were in the hills, sleeping out, camping out. And when they needed health care, which that was supposed to be part of their package, they would have to stay in line maybe 3, 4, 6 months to get help. There was a big documentary on it about how the veterans could not get the care in time, and a lot of them died. So, what do you think will happen with 350 million people on Medicare? Do you think we could really get the care that we needed? And then that way they can tell you what medicines you can have, what medicines you can't have, how much you can pay for it, and will deny you certain procedures that cost too much. And when the healthcare companies know that the government is paying for it, they're going to rocket their prices. People, we have to understand that It doesn't look as if anybody is working for the American people during this impeachment situation, because everything that could get done, they're not doing. They're just trying to impeach. How can you be there all these years, going on 3, haven't done a thing but run reports and investigations and impeachment? Doesn't seem right to me. There's a lot of people that need help out here. They could expand on the Affordable Care Act. Why not? So, anyway, we are kind of in a dilemma, people. I want everyone to have health care. Every single person. I do. But socialism and the trap that they will try to set is not good, because, first of all, they're not going to get it passed. We owe too much money now. It's not my money. I would hope everybody could have health care. But there's other ways to go about it that you could possibly get health care. And but look up the word socialism and see what it entails. Oh yes, people, we are in trouble. Yes. And you know what? Most of the people are just walking around with their heads in the air, not understanding or caring or wanting to even know what is happening. People, we are on the brink of a civil war. That's all it is to it. Because America has gone so smoothly all this time, the prophets have prophesied that America would come down. And I'm pretty sure it has to, because Bible prophecy has to be fulfilled. So many scholars, biblical scholars, prophets, financial scholars, they believe that in 2021, America will fall. I don't like doing these kind of videos, but for some reason, I feel almost compelled, because people are not researching anything. They're not listening to anything. They think America is going to be like America, but you know what? It's not even like when I was coming up. Everybody, mostly where I came from, respected each other. There were places in the country where people got along and respected one another. But anybody that's asking and hoping for a civil war or a race war or any kind of war like that, this country will be invaded. There are countries out there waiting to take over America. Trust me. They have been waiting a long time. We have sleeper cells in this country from Iran. We have UN soldiers, Chinese soldiers in America. Chinese soldiers right there at the border of Canada. Why? Ask yourself why. Because why? Because martial law is inevitable. Because if they try to take the president out, it's going to be all-out war. And then all-out war in America. And then here comes the invasion of the countries when we are so vulnerable and weak. I don't know what these people are thinking when they talk about we want a civil war. There's not going to be too much left after that. So, I am just trying to let everyone know that we better wake up and investigate and Google the things that you've heard. Okay? So, this is the ambassador saying, peace, love. Please subscribe. See ya.